Are you drunk enough for us?
Yeah, I'm starting to be. I'm working on it. I beg you. Yes? Over there.
One question, a bit more all through to the star rec team. We saw earlier, just before this, we saw Mix Mondo's nice theatre presentation, and we saw that the hangar in the moon base is huge. And now that the capitalists are in the moon base, why wasn't there an iPhone commercial like in the Babylon 5 of Star Trek?
Oh, you mean the bar burger and Bokia? Yeah. Thank you very much. This is a very Star Trek related question. Why wasn't there any? The commercialism was more on the religious state, so they chose very specific locations where they will keep up their religion, but for the wider public, they didn't want to spend it on advertisement because that is not how, that's not their thing. They wanted to have it different. But that's a good question.
Yes, I just wanted to congratulate you on another great movie.
Dankeschön.
Also, are you soundtrack CD?
Good question. So the soundtrack CD. So first I want to ask the question if any of the Leibach guys are here. Not right now. Is there somebody? I mean the Leibach guys. Anyway, the question is whether we will release a soundtrack. I think we should. I think we will. I think we've been so super occupied. We've been so super occupied with the release of the movie that the soundtrack, which I absolutely love and I'm totally crazy about it. Thomas Kantelin and Leibach doing a great job. But we haven't even thought about it. Like I said, we have a small team. We're working here very hard to get this movie out, but we don't think about all the corners of the world. Very good. Okay.
There's no secrets in this production. So the opening song and the ending song from Leibach, they own it. They do what they want. Okay,
that's true.
And all the other, what is in there in between, I think we should find a good way to bring it out.
I think there will be, we'll find a way to make a nice soundtrack out of this. That's the plan. Thank you very much. We have more questions. Yes, over there.
Here?
Yeah.
Can I ask like a personal question that during the filming, what was the weirdest shit that happened?
Okay, that's a question for everybody. I think so. So, what was the weirdest shit that happened? Maybe let's give Kit first the microphone.
You put me under the gun. What was the weirdest shit that happened? One time I walked off while I was still mic'd up. And I don't know, I never asked anyone this if they heard anything that happened. But I know that I walked off set and I was doing something and I still had the microphone attached to me. So I don't know.
That was also my weirdest moment. Because yeah, we heard you. Man, no. No, we had a lot of very weird things going on in the whole thing. But I think, for me, I think the weirdest single detail was a dog, and the dog didn't have the back legs. You remember that? But he was like paralyzed, but he had a little wheelchair. And he was running around the set all the time with this little wheelchair. And I was absolutely in love with it because the dog was absolutely happy, totally happy with that. But he was just running around with the wheelchair. That was a bit of a weird thing. You wake up in the morning, oh my God, I slept 2 hours. Oh, there's a dog with the wheelchair. Oh, what are we shooting today? Oh, okay, we have a, would have killed. I don't know, but that's how it is. But that's maybe better. What do you have?
I don't know. For me, the weird shit was maybe I don't know. The first weirdest shit was that are we really starting the production? The second one was I remember when I met Kid there. Yeah, I don't really know because I was left out from all the fun part. I was only in the producer's room thinking about the problems, and I didn't have any fun time there. So. Oh yeah, it's not true.
I know for sure he had a lot of fun.
I really had a lot of fun, but I don't know, maybe I lost my memory on this.
No. Like I said, this is a drunken Q&A, not a Q&A. All right, guys, let's have another question over there. Tia.
Yes.
Yay!
What about Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, what the hell is that? This is like 1983.
What is that? Photoshop.
What about Ninja Turtles? Yeah. Good question. Okay, next question. Let's go for that. In the middle over there.
Very famous and magnificent crowdsourcing campaign about the ideas, like the minuscule ideas that what should be the emblem of the Moon Empire, what should be the flag, what should be the manufacturer's weapon. How many of these small ideas of all of us that were the crowdsourcers for these ideas got somehow in the not to the power of 2 but the power of 100 got involved in the movie?
Absolutely not. No, that is not true. So the question was, how many of the crowdfunder ideas ended up in the movie? And I think that is a fantastic question. And I tell you, just briefly, listen to my sound. It's really like raspy, very cool. So what we did, we sent our script over to 1,000, whatever, 200, 500 fans in the beginning. So we got a lot of great artists already from there. And then all the detailed things which we got, like you said, like what kind of a gun should Maggie Thatcher have, what kind of a way she should have. All of these things, they eventually made it in one way or another into the movie. I think there's basically no scene that wasn't somehow involving either fan extras or somehow fan ideas. So that is all in there. But like I said, it's also very important for me to keep it all very pristine and keep it still that I can, it's still coming from one place, which is my home.
I think this question is really good, and actually we talked about this earlier. Yeah, and it's really good comment, because it's so interesting how how many people want to bring their whatever you have and whatever, and from our point of view, how to organize that. That's the thing. So actually, the next crowdsourcing thing would be how to make this work in a way that it really works technically. That you all guys can give your ideas, and it's easy enough that the whole system works. Because that's what we have been doing this for 10 years, and I'm really proud about it. And it's something like wow, but also it's technically difficult to handle all the things and so on. So let's develop this.
Thank you very much, and please. Now that it's almost all over, what do you miss the most? I'm going to give Kit the microphone first. Kit, what do you miss the most?
I miss being on set with everyone. It was one of the most enjoyable times. Actually, it was the most enjoyable time of my life, and it's what's made me really want to pursue acting. So I just miss being on the sets. It's really cool walking down. Thank you. Really cool walking in huge sets, and I feel like a big kid again in like a made-up world. So that's what I'm going to miss the most.
What do I miss most? Thank you very much for asking that. I will miss most. I think I miss most is waking up after 3 hours of sleep, because in Belgium, and my Belgian producers over there, in Belgium they have this fantastic tradition of giving a lot of beers after the shoot, which means that you start every day with a bit of, not a hangover, but it's not, you're not so. No, what I really miss is walking into the set. I'm usually the first, not the first, but one of the first to walk into the set. The actors, bless them, are not in the set. You know, they're in the makeup, they are talking their stuff over there. So I walk into the set, and I walk there, and it's silent. I see the blue screen, I see this green screen, I see everything. I sit down, and nobody's talking to me about anything. For a little while, this is a little while, everybody's minding their business. I see Pinoma doing lights over there, I see somebody doing stuff, but nobody, I'm nobody there. And I sit down for a moment, and I have a chance, I read the script, what are we shooting there? What the hell? What? This is what we should? No. I read the script, okay, this is what I want to do. I gather my thoughts, what did I want to do when I wrote this, and then how I'm going to actually make it happen. And then, after that, suddenly, the person I love most, Martin Moos, comes in, hey, Timo, we have first AD, we have to start doing this and this and this and all that. You know, then it goes on. But that little moment of zen, coming to the set, nobody minds you, and you're just about to get going. That's a fantastic moment. And Tero.
I missed the first week of the shoot. Because the first week of the shoot, I was only sitting beside Timo behind the monitor, so just checking what's happening here. And then all the rest of the shooting, I was in the producer's room solving the problem.
All right, guys, we're gonna have another question over there. Gentlemen. All right. Ready? Here comes the question. Let's go.
As the board citizen 104 or whatever, I was there on the first week. It was great. It was the 5th day of filming.
That is a Drunken Q&A.
I will ask these guys, what do you remember of that week?
Of the first week, what do I remember of the first week? Actually, a good question, because I'm going to ask you, I'm going to tell you, because what I remember is the fact that the first week we did the biggest, many of the big extra sequences where we had you and a lot of people running around. And it wasn't easy, because I came to the set, and the first day was not like, okay, let's do a small. Oh, no. Thank you. Now we have actual star power here. Just a quick, I'm not going to answer for long because who doesn't. But what I'm saying is I remember the amount of people every day and the stress, because we didn't start with easy, we started with the hard. We started when Udo came in with the dinosaur. We started basically with that, which is like the hardest movie. And that was really tricky one.
You guys started with the heart, and it was great, and thank you for the straight time.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
Oh, thank you very much for saying that. That was really great. I hate the word of doing a Q&A under the influence of alcohol. That's really ridiculous. I can talk to you on a normal way. I don't want to come in here, like, you know, in America when Kirk Douglas got the award, and he went to the microphone saying, thank you very much that the Academy finally realized what I did in my life. Thank you so much. So, you want me to do that? Thank you, Timo, that finally, after making Iron Sky #1, and then he called me and said, we're doing Iron Sky #2, and you play not only the bad guy, you always play the brother with Adolf Hitler. And if you're German, you're very sensitive about that, playing Adolf Hitler, my God. So that's why I didn't want to see you, I didn't want to talk to you, and people outside push me in here.
So let's give a big round of applause for Udo here. Thank you, Udo, for joining us. Thank you so much. Udo, we love you. We do.
So I tell you something. I had, outside the bar, there's this little drink called
Yellow beer.
They gave me 4 and they said, you know what that is? I said, no. They said, well, it's only 37%. I said, wow, 37? The vodka has 45, 37. And so I'm outside talking to people, of course. They all want to take a picture with me. God, it's okay. And I hate selfies because when you do a selfie, people go like, "Hello, how are you?" Oh, I'm fine. No, I don't do selfies. I said, give the fucking camera to somebody and let them take the fucking picture.
Thank you, Udo, for stealing the show.
I'm still talking, thank you. I'm sorry, a little rest. And I said, okay, if you take a picture, but selfies is amazing because people, you don't never met them, they do a selfie, they put their arm around you, and they say, yeah, hey, hey. And they say, what? I don't know you. So, before I go home, because after tomorrow I go back to California, what? I'm sad too, thank you. But I want to say something, not because I had, what is called the drinks with the beans? Yellow beans, I had a few yellow beans, but I want to say something because I'm very proud to see so many people here and that big screen, and after number 1 comes number 2, and when you told me that I play Adolf Hitler, when you're German like me and live in America, they only offer you roles like the mad scientist, Werner von Braun, or they offer you Mandalay or Eichmann. I said, no, I cannot do that. I can only play Nazi like with Lars von Trier or with Timo in a comedic way because, you know, what? Did you say something? What? Oh, thank you. Say it again. Say it again. Thank you. Thank you very much. But I must, now you ask me here, now I'm talking.
We changed the name, it's not Drunken, Drunken Udo Q&A.
But I tell you,
questions coming in a little while. Let Udo.
not now, I haven't finished. It's all about me at that moment.
Udo, can I ask you something?
Anybody, I'm talking now. I live in America for almost 25 years, and California, of course. Why do you think I have this skin? California, baby. And I have never in my life played a serious Nazi. Never. They offer me to play Mandalay or whatever his name is. Mandalay is a beautiful place, but or Eichmann, I never accept that. But to do it as a joke, I always think about playing Hitler, about Charlie Chaplin, when the dictator kicks the world like that. And that's how I go on to film. So, films. So, you see, I'm smart.
Udo, I have a question.
I come over here, hello. Thank you for coming, hello. But to play...
you told me.
Udo, you told me.
Why do producers always want to talk?
You told me today that it was Timo's idea that you would play a double role. But in my understanding, Timo sold me the idea that Udo had the idea that you play a double role. And now I see that there's a strategy from Timo to sell this idea.
Okay, actually it was my idea. But protecting my director, I would never say that, but now it's in the open air. So I was driving from my house in Palm Springs, and he called me, and I talking about the role, and I said, who is playing Adolf Hitler? And then of course, actors are very egoistic. I said, why don't I play Adolf Hitler? And he said, let me think about it. And I said, but I would like, Adolf Hitler had a German Shepherd called Blondie. And he said to me, well, we get problems with the animal organization or whatever. And I said, no, why don't we get a stuffed one, and we put a piece of wood underneath and 4 wheels, and I come into the scene and said, come on, Blondie! Come on, Blondie! So that's what we did. And then, of course, Timo went further on, and all of a sudden, the dinosaurs, I was riding, and I said, Heil, ihr Mutterfickers! So, my favorite line, because it was so directly translated from English, motherfuckers, motherfuckers, motherfuckers. So I played that, and so I got the dog, you know.
That's true, and yes, he did invite me over to Palm Springs also to his house, and then we spoke about it, and after that I was like, what was I thinking, even thinking about it until then. Okay, let's have a question.
Over?
No, wait, we can have some questions. Over there, in the back, over there, oh, the lady over there, yeah, the lady over there, with the red, yeah.
So, in the start you showed Putin putting these pieces together, and then he rips apart his shirt and starts sexy dancing.
I like that.
What dancing?
What happens to Putin?
Jumping up and
just
that was me.
Where is he? Why is he just in the beginning? What is going on?
Well, it's what we're talking about. Good question. And what we're doing over there is we're just introducing how crazy the world is nowadays. Isn't that true? And also we're telling that all these people are just lizard creatures from underneath the crowd. So it's sort of an introduction to the whole thing. But the truth is that actually we did that as a promotional thing, which we like so much, and want to be introduced also in the movie. Great. We have another question.
I haven't finished. Thank you. It's for a moment all about me. Thank you. And no. Hello.
Please, Martin.
No, I just want to say something. I saw the film tonight, a version I haven't seen. A virgin? Wasn't a virgin.
Freudian slip. The finished film.
I saw a finished film tonight, the first time. And all the actors were amazing. Because everybody, kid didn't have so much experience of being acting, but when I saw the film tonight, he was great. Every scene, oh, I like it. Every moment of the audience, like, God, what? I don't know you. I like the way you said. I have a question. What?
Timo calls you and says, come to Iron Sky 3, will you show up?
I did in China. I did.
We're gonna extend that. What if it was number 4?
What?
What about number 4?
What?
If we asked you to come for Iron Sky number 4.
On number 4, when I saw the movie tonight, they cut something out of me, which I had a little box with a rubber top.
That's true.
It's a replica of myself, and I want that the film continues on Mars. And when the two main actors go to Mars and they fuck, and all of a sudden a little box landed, and the little box, I'm inside, and I open with my arms, and I become a robot. Of course, I kill the guy, because I want the woman, and we have children. Lara and myself, we have children, and there are computers. They have only the sexual part, but so they can continue. The rest.
All right, guys. we have a couple of more questions to go. We will be answering. This gentleman has been very, very persistent with a fantastic jacket or a shirt. The question would be what?
I asked earlier Tero and he didn't know, so I didn't ask you. First of all, I would like to say that seeing Drunken Uno is the best thing I've seen.
I'm an actor. Maybe I pretend to be drunk. because the evening was a drunken Q&A. So I'm here, but I'm not drunk. If I would be drunk, I would...
Brilliant! Props out of the movie, and there was some stuff like key cards and I was saying to my and Tero couldn't remember, so I couldn't see any of these key cards used in the movie. So
because you didn't pay enough in
I like the way you talk. What did you think? You didn't what? You
pay enough in
so forget it.
This key card was, I tell you that much. This key
yes,
card.
Yes. Key card was used actually when Julia is praying for Washington, and then over there you can see that key card being used. Yeah, there was a little another scene where it was, but that was out. So it was a proper prop. Okay, here we go. And then a question number, yeah, here we go.
What? Me?
Oh, of Finnish items. I'll answer no other. More questions for Udo. We also did a musical scene for this film. Do you remember? Yes, you remember. You saw.
Springtime.
We had a scene, which is not in the cut. So if I ever do a director's cut, it's going to be a musical. Thank you very much. I want to thank everybody so much. Udo, Kira, I want to thank you so much for showing up. Tero, I want to thank you so much. Kid Dale, where are you? Kid Dale.